Hi there, my name's Sean, and I want to talk about the Angry Beavers. Today, we're checking out the football episode, Go Beavers.
Welcome to Beaver Stadium. It's time for Beaver football.
Go Beavers! Yes!
We open at Beaver Stadium, where Norbert and Daggett have settled in for a day of football. The crowd is roaring, a giant football blimp floats overhead flashing Go Beavers, and the stadium announcer Ty Cook prepares us for an afternoon of athleticism and fun. Dag is hyped beyond reason. He is convinced the Beavers are about to dominate.
Oh boy, the Beavers are going to kill these guys.
Norb ruins the optimism by noting that they could very well lose, which Dag immediately interprets as a catastrophic jinx. Once kickoff happens, it becomes painfully clear that the Beavers football team is horrendous. Their first two plays are both strip sacks that turn into touchdowns for the visiting team. Before a single second is even ticked off the clock, it's already 14-0. Each attempt at a play ends the same way. Ball snapped, ball fumbled, touchdown the other way. The score climbs so fast it might as well be a stock ticker. The crowd flips on the team instantly, pelting the field with abandoned Beavers merch. Dag blames Norb for cursing the game, and Norb calmly explains the truth.
The Beavers haven't won a game in 23 seasons.
Your point being?
This meltdown is not new. It is their legacy. Dag storms off in disgust, declaring that he's going to go teach the team how to play football. On his way down to the field, Dag slips from the stands and crashes onto a fan who mistakes him for a novelty team hat and throws him straight onto the field. Dag lands on the Beavers bench, fully suited in uniform with a helmet already jammed onto his head. Before he can even comment on his new career, the ball is snapped to him. Dag throws a pass, it lodges in a receiver's face mask, and both of them are crushed seconds later by players who look like they were born inside of a weight rack. Referee Norb shows up to pull Dag out of the dog pile. Dag grumbles that he's not having fun, and Norb penalizes him for it.
Taking the game too seriously, that's another 15 yards.
The penalties keep stacking until the opposing team eventually scores again, purely off of Norb's officiating. Moments later, Norb reappears as the head coach, pep-talking Dag with a tone that feels more like a threat. He whacks Dag with a pointer stick while shouting,
But when the going gets grim, the grim get going, so get grim and get going!
Dag is sent right back into a fresh series of tackles, fumbles, and merciless beatdowns. A blimp malfunction caused by Dag getting punted into the air results in misfiring lights above the stadium. Norb then shows up yet again in the broadcast booth as sportscaster Cleek Spackle, delivering play-by-play that does nothing to hide how terrible the Beavers really are.
What? Athleticism.
Halftime arrives and the score is an unfathomable 1,000-0. Dag is flattened into the turf, admitting that maybe he went a little overboard. Norb suggests that they head back to their seats and watch the rest of the game like normal fans. They attempt to leave the field, but the visiting team surrounds them, mocking their performance. Norb stands up for Dag, only for both brothers to get ground pounded into the dirt. That is the turning point.
Let's go!
Let's go, Beavers!
Norb's pride kicks in. Now, it's personal. The second half starts with new energy. Dag bolts to his own goalpost, chews through the wood like a tree trunk, and topples the entire structure onto the visiting team. The ball pops out, Dag recovers it, and runs the full length of the field, scoring the Beavers' first touchdown in 23 seasons. The crowd loses it. On the next kickoff, Norb and Dag retreat into the stadium tunnels. The visiting team charges upfield before stopping in confusion as the sound of a revving engine echoes in front of them. The brothers burst down the field riding a modified injury cart, now decked out like a Beaver-themed demolition machine. The cart chases down the ball, strips it from the other team using mechanical teeth, and drives it into the end zone for another touchdown. But control of the cart slips and the thing veers into the stands, sending fans running for their lives. The chaos escalates. The cart launches off a displaced bench and slams into the blimp's engine. The blimp begins to crash, listing into the stadium.
This is your captain, and we're about to hit the stadium.
The brothers cling to the framework, climbing into the control cabin as it smashes through seats, over the fans, and onto the field. It rolls onto the remaining goalpost, which punctures the balloon. The blimp explodes, raining footballs across the field. A According to stadium logic, every football that crosses the goal line counts as a touchdown, so I guess the Beavers win. Somehow. The crowd floods the field and hoists the MVP of the game. Not Dag, not Norb, but the tricked out injury cart. At least they had fun.
Fun? That was nuts!
Go Beavers pushes Angry Beavers slapstick to its absolute limit. It takes a simple rivalry and turns it into a full sports disaster movie. The humor comes from how earnestly the episode follows football logic while completely rejecting any real football logic. Referee Norb calling out penalties that don't exist, players built like small bunkers, a halftime score of 1,000-0, and a blimp full of footballs acting as the accidental winning play all fit the show's love of escalating chaos. It also showcases one of the series' best dynamics. Norbert and Daggett may fight constantly, but the moment an outside threat shows up, they become an unstoppable two-beaver wrecking crew. Fans of the show typically love moments where the brothers are united, even briefly. And this one gives them one of their most destructive team-ups. Fans often circle back to this episode because it's so exaggerated even by Angry Beaver standards. The Beavers football team being bad for 23 straight seasons is its own running joke, but the brothers teaming up to destroy a full professional roster with a modified medical cart is a whole nother level of Nickelodeon weirdness. It also hits that familiar sibling feeling. You can insult your brother all day long, until someone else tries it. Then suddenly, the two of you are working together like a single chaotic organism. Go Beavers taps right into that emotional truth between the avalanche of slapstick. Go Beavers is not a deep message episode. It is pure absurdity, held together by the loyalty at the heart of the series. When Norb and Dag stop fighting and push in the same direction, they can topple stadiums, flatten rivals, and accidentally win games by exploding blimps. The episode is a reminder that even the most mismatched siblings become a solid front when it matters. So what do you think? Does Go Beavers hold up as one of the most unhinged sports episodes Nickelodeon's ever produced? Or is it just a weird blast of football chaos from the 90s? Drop your thoughts down below. I'm covering episodes from The Angry Beavers and Rocko's Modern Life each week. So if you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing so you can tune in for the next one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.